Hey there, Gemini. Good afternoon, and welcome to your mid to late November tarot reading. Welcome to Love and Abundance Tarot. My name is Carrie. I'm excited to be here today, and I'm excited to share with you all my Gemini soul family members, right? How you can create more joy and happiness, more love and abundance in your life, right? We're looking at the dates we're looking at are the middle of November through the end of this month. So whether your sun sign is Gemini or your moon or rising sign is Gemini, you could be checking up on a Gemini, or you may just be intuitively guided to be here, right? Whatever the energies were that brought you here, trust those energies. I love my Gemini soul family members, right? I know that there are a lot of you, so I hope you're anticipating and excited to receive this tarot reading. Keep in mind, I did November tarot readings already this month, and I have them available on my playlist. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that reading, be sure to watch that reading. We may be picking up on the same Gemini energies in today's reading. We may be picking up on some different energies, but we're going to have a great tarot reading for you today. So I'm going to do your tarot reading with my Akashic Tarot set, which is a new tarot set for me to be using. And I've been using this set on all the mid to late November zodiac readings. I've been pulling 3 energies from this deck, and then I enjoy reading from the guidebook to you about these energies because, it depicts the scene of what's taking place, and it's just written very beautifully and kind of poetic. It just really has this energy to pull you right into the energy of the card. So we have that to look forward to. But Gemini, let's get started with your tarot reading. First thing that I want to do is pull an affirmation card for you to see which affirmation your guides feel would be best suited for you to hear, taking you into mid to late November. Okay. All right. So Gemini, the energy, the affirmation that we have taking us into your tarot reading today comes to us as justice, right? The number 5, right? Number 5s represent changes, shifts. It's right in the middle between 1 and 10. The energy on this card says, by the power of 3 by 3, Mott, deliver justice to me. By the power of 3 by 3, Mott, deliver justice to me. By the power of 3 by 3, Mott, deliver justice to me. So this is a good energy, affirmation-wise, taking us into your tarot reading today. For many, this can represent legal matters. You may be in some type of legal negotiation right now. And this is, letting you know for some of you, right, that you'll be able to receive justice, in terms of a judgment. But it's about fairness, right, balance and justice coming into your life. So, Gemini, let's get started and let's pull a few tarot cards for you. Okay, so Gemini, the first energy coming to us, taking us into your tarot reading today, comes to us as the King of Roses. So this represents water energy, right? It's comparable to the King of Cups. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. King, so we think of male energy. It doesn't have to be. So this can represent your energy, or it may represent the energy of somebody in your life that's showing up for you with this King of Roses energy. And we're going to read a little bit more about this energy in just a moment. Let's pull another energy for you. Okay, wow, interesting. I did a reading earlier this morning, a pick-a-card tarot reading. I'm looking at 2 of those same 3 energies that came out on the pick-a-card. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that, you might want to watch that reading. So the next energy that comes to us as the Ascent, 7 of Pentacles energy. Right? Just notice the figure on the mountain. Look at the clarity in the image. The brightness, the shading of the mountain with the sun in the background. And here we're looking at this figure, right? He's standing pretty proud and pretty tall as he's reached his peak, right? Maybe you reaching this peak is the justice that's coming to you. But we're going to read a little bit more about this energy. Let's pull one more energy. So for some of you, it may be this King of Roses energy, right? That's showing up in your life, helping you out, assisting you in some way, right? In order to reach this ascent, this pinnacle. Okay, I have these interesting one-card cuts. Gemini, the next energy that comes to you is the Treasure. Right, this is equivalent to the Two of Pentacles. So looking, just glancing at the image on this card, we see this figure right here. He shows up at his house, right? It's nighttime, right? We can see the night sky through the window. And looking at his place, it's been ransacked, right? Things have been turned over, moved around, shifted, things broken up. So he's feeling this energy, right? Some kind of loss, right? Some kind of emotional loss. But he's being reminded behind him is a treasure chest, right? That's been untouched. That's representing his talents, his abilities, right? The things that others can't take away from you, right? Even the universe can't take it away from you, right? Your experience in life. All right, Gemini, let's take a minute and read a little bit more specifically about these energies. And then I'm going to pull some clarifying energies from my Universal Tarot set. Okay, so let's start with this King of Roses. Let's read about this figure and see if we can find out, who this energy represents for you in your life. And again, it could represent your energy, and it doesn't have to be a male. Okay, the King of Roses. This card shows a man holding two roses, a red and a white, demonstrating a balance of passion and purity. At his feet are the yellow roses of healing and creativity. This is the King of Love, a man who is balanced and well-rounded. When he appears upright in your spread, it indicates that a potential union could be at hand, either in friendship, business, or even romance. Whether this is a new relationship or the blossoming of an old one, this man brings tender-hearted and thoughtful support. He is also someone who could be helpful in your personal life, especially where home or family issues are concerned. Whether the King of Roses is you or another man, the role of a husband or father is now opening to create a happy home and family. This card also lets you know that you are ready to stand up for yourself and take loving but considered action on your own behalf. It's a time of increasing love and compassion, which always starts within. Okay, Gemini, so this is a beautiful energy, whether it's your energy or it's representing the energy of somebody in your life. This can be a new person showing up. It could be somebody from your past, right, of getting reacquainted again. But I feel like, this King of Roses energy, I feel like for many of you, it plays a key role in your ability to ascend, right, to reach the peak of this mountain. Okay, let's get some clarification on this King of Roses. All right, tell us more about this King of Roses energy, please. Tell us more about the King of Roses, please. Okay, so we have two energies that are coming to us. We're getting our clarification on this King of Roses energy, right? It's an outside energy showing up in your life. It could be a male, but it's represented as the energy of the King of Love, right? So he's bringing you, some compassion, some understanding, maybe some wisdom, some good advice. The two energies that are coming out to clarify this King of Roses so far, right, come to us as the Five of Swords, and next to it is the Four of Pentacles, right? So these are limiting energies, right? They're showing up for you. So, these must be energies, right, that are resonating with you, that are part of this energy. The Five of Swords represents, a battle of sorts, right? We have three figures here, and they've been fighting with their swords. And the other two are turning their backs, walking away. They decided to just throw their swords down on the ground. So this is feeling, somewhat of a shallow victory. So it's representing, It could be the difficulty, right, that you've been facing and experiencing as you've been working towards making this ascent. The energy that's attached to this is the Four of Pentacles. So what it is, this is the universe letting us know, Gemini, right, that some of you are hanging on to these past energies a little too tightly, right? Keep in mind, you're ascending, right? And this, ascensions, it's a new kind of experience, right? So in order to create a new experience for ourselves, right, to change our present energy, we need to remove ourselves from the past, right? We need to allow that to happen. So what's being pointed out here is letting go of the past, right? Letting go of the difficulty of the journey, because he's clinging to these pentacles, right? And some of you may be clinging to the difficulty, right? The complexity, all the effort that's going into this particular ascent for you. So the best way for us to manifest, some beautiful changes in our life, to be able to ascend, is to remove our energies from the familiar past, right? And what that means, right, is we're opening ourselves up to some unpredictability in our lives, right? It's taking a chance, taking a risk. And I kind of feel like that's what's being pointed out for you, Gemini. So you're able to do this, right, by visualizing, right, things going smoothly. Visualize you reaching the top of this mountain, right, reaching this pinnacle, and give yourself a chance to see what it feels like. I mean, look at this figure and the way he must feel, right, having reached this peak. And he's done it on his own, independently. He's got to feel very proud, right? It's a great sense of accomplishment. All right, let's get some more clarification on this King of Roses. So the King of Roses may be showing up for you, maybe bringing these energies, to your attention, showing up to give you good, solid advice. Tell us more about this King of Roses, please. Okay, the next energy we have coming to us comes to us as the Moon card. So it represents the energy of Pisces, right? You may be connected to a Pisces. It may be a Pisces that's showing up for you with this King of Roses energy, because that's water energy. But the Moon card, right, it represents, working in the shadows, right? And in some cases, working in some dark energy, meaning it's not the Sun card where things are bright and clear to us, where we can see and understand everything. Right, this can represent some confusion, right? Maybe difficulty along the way as you're making your way through this ascent. So it's representing the energy of confusion and such. So maybe this King of Roses energy, right, that shows up in your life, right, or maybe they're already a part of your life, and they have this way of speaking to you, right, just being a great listener. Right, an active listener, and they feel everything that you're sharing with them. So they're able to come back to you with some fantastic advice, right? Great advice to help you to be able to work through and better understand the things that you're unable to see. All right, let's get another clarification. Tell us more about this King of Roses, please. Okay, so the next energy that comes to us as the Ace of Wands. All right, so here's the beginning. We see the hand of God coming through this cloud, showing up with this wand. Ace of Wands, this is a fast-moving beginning, a quick beginning. And I feel like it's this King of Roses energy that maybe sits down with you. You have just a great conversation. He listens, he or she. And they get a better understanding of what's going on, some of what you're going through, right? And they're able to open up your mind to a different understanding, to point out things, limiting energies within you, right, that may be holding you back from this ascent. But it's taking you towards this Ace of Wands beginning, right? So this may be the beginning that you reach at the very top of the mountain. All right, Gemini, let's ask about ascent now. Please clarify ascent energy for us. Okay, So, connected to this ascent energy, we have three energies that are coming to us. So, we're being encouraged, right, with the Six of Swords, right, to leave the past behind, right, letting go of past experience, past setbacks, letdowns. It's interesting, right, because there's 6 swords here, and 5 of those swords are right here, which leaves us with one more sword left over, which is the Ace of Swords, right? So that's representing a new beginning. So taking these swords, right, leaving them behind, letting go of the swords, letting go of the past, right? Difficulties of the past. It brings you the Two of Pentacles, right? So it takes you from being maybe feeling like you're out in the waves, right, where the water's rough and things are unsteady, right, to now you're feeling like you're on solid ground, that you have your good balance, right? And here you are balancing these pentacles between this beautiful infinity sign. Okay, so the next energy that comes to us, Gemini, is your energy, right? With Gemini's energy is the Lover's card, right? So for many of you, reaching the top of this mountain, this is about a connection coming together, right? And for some of you, you may be in the process of coming together with this King of Roses energy. Beautiful relationship. 2 individuals that, I feel like with this couple right here, these are 2 people who really get along well. 2 people that can have conversations that go forever, and they're very stimulating. They're both very engaged in the conversations. These are 2 people that are very comfortable in their skin, right? They're comfortable being vulnerable. They're naked, right? And looking at each other, right? So feeling comfortable in those energies. This could be soulmate type energy. All right, Gemini, we've got a little love coming in here. I like that. All right, Gemini, tell us more about this ascent energy. Tell us more about the ascent energy. Tell us more about ascent. Okay, interesting. So we have 2 energies that are coming out to clarify this ascent energy. So it's interesting because here we see the Queen of Wands showing up here. Fire energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? So this could very well represent your energy, whether you're male or female, it really doesn't matter, right? But she has a cat here, right? She may be a pet owner as well. You also may love sunflowers. But this is somebody who's very confident, right? Very comfortable. Somebody who's comfortable ascending the mountain because they have a plan. They may not be able to see everything that they'd like to be able to see. But the Queen of Wands is very intuitive, right? That's what's represented by the black cat, right? So she trusts her intuition. What's interesting is the energy that's attached to this is the King of Cups. Where did we see the King of Cups earlier? Right here, right? So I feel like what we're talking about with these 2 energies are the energies of this couple, right? We have the King of Love together with the Queen of Fire, a beautiful connection. So it all feels very divine to me because the Temperance card comes to mind, especially in the Crystal Vision set. She's pouring a cup of fire into a chalice pouring cup of water into a chalice of fire. So here's the water and here's the fire, right? And when they're perfectly balanced, it creates divine timing, right? So for some of you, this connection, reaching the top of this mountain, is a very divine connection, beautiful relationship for you. Whether it's romantic, love related, right? And I feel like for many of you it is. Or it could just be a meaningful friendship in your life, right? A long-lasting friendship. Okay, let's ask about this treasure energy. Tell us about the treasure, please. Okay, so we have 2 energies coming out to us. So, the energy in this card, right? He may not be feeling very abundant right now, right? Because his abundance is broken in front of him, right? Things have been shaken up in his world. He's experiencing, some type of loss and setback. This may be this 5 of Swords energy. but he's being reminded of the treasure chest behind him, representing his experience in life, right? That nobody can take or break from him. Okay, so the two energies that are coming to us come to us as the Knight of Cups. So this represents the energy of the knight in shining armor, right? So here's your knight in shining armor energy coming in, bringing this cup to you, and he's bringing the cup to the King of Pentacles, right? So what is the King of Pentacles energy all about? It's earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? But this is somebody who enjoys stability, right? Who enjoys security, right? So even though you're experiencing some type of loss, a shake-up in your life, maybe really experiencing, a physical loss, maybe even a financial loss of some sort, you're being reminded that you have this Knight of Cups, right? Bringing an energy to you with this cup of something that you love, right? Because what follows this energy is typically the Ace of Cups. So he's bringing this cup, right, to the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles likes stability and security. So you're being reminded, right, to let go of that attachment that we have towards, the material things in life. You're being reminded of who you are underneath everything. You're a very abundant individual, right? And nobody can take that abundance from you, because your abundance with King of Pentacles energy consists of life experience, right? Wisdom. Okay, tell us more about this Two of Keys, please. Really loving your reading today, Gemini. Okay, so with this limiting energy, right, of feeling and experiencing some type of loss, in your life, it's some type of setback in some way. It was a setback connected to this project, this ascension that you're making, right? So we have two energies coming to us. Here we have the Seven of Wands. So this is a limiting energy, representing the energy of feeling somewhat defensive. Because, look, whenever you experience this loss, right, whether it was created by somebody else in your life, right, or could have just happened, circumstance, here you are, right, with this energy of loss, feeling very defensive, right, but you're being reminded to let down your defensive. What is this about? At the end of the day, it's about forgiveness and understanding. Even whether we're forgiving others, we're forgiving life and experience and circumstances, could be forgiving family members, we could be forgiving ourselves, right? But the energy that's attached to this is the Star card, representing the energy of Aquarius, right? So some of you may be connected to an Aquarius in your life. But here she is, right? Beautiful energy, and she's manifesting all of her hopes and dreams. She's doing this underneath 8 stars, right? As above, so below. 8 representing good luck, good fortune. She's very balanced as she pours. She has a foot in the water and a foot on dry land. The water represents emotions, feelings. Dry land represents our presence here on earth, right? So feeling very balanced emotionally. And then she's pouring a cup on dry land and pouring a cup in the water, right? So she's very balanced with her manifestation, right? And what is her manifestation? All of your hopes and dreams, right? So you're being reminded of this, reminded of your gifts, your talents, right? Don't give up your hopes and dreams, right? Just because you experienced a bit of a setback here. All right, let's pull one more energy. Tell us a little more about this treasure energy, please. Okay, so we have one more energy coming out to us. It comes to us as the Seven of Pentacles. Why is this energy showing up for you, Gemini? Looking at the figure, he's been working in the field, right? This is representing the energy that you've already invested. You've already planted these seeds. You've already done the work in the harvesting, right? And now you're ready to harvest, because the seeds, these pentacles are, they're sprouting. And so it's reminding you of the energies that you've already invested, that the work that you've already done. It's important to be aware of that, to not let little setbacks, I say little, could feel like a big setback, but, setbacks like this really pull you back in your energy, to pull you away from your focus of your ability to reach the top of this mountain. And for many of you, reaching the top of that mountain is all about this connection coming together in your life. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope these energies resonated with you and that the messages resonated with you. I step into these readings with the purest of intention, always looking for the best possible outcome, right? And asking for guidance to point out the energies and the messages that'll be important for Gemini to be aware of, right? In order to create more joy and happiness, more love and abundance in your life. If you're interested in getting a personal tarot reading, I love to do personal readings. I've started doing live readings on Zoom, which is a beautiful thing because it gives you a chance to look at one another, and I can ask questions. I get a chance to connect better with you, to get to know you better. Maybe you get a chance to know me a little bit better as well. But you can ask questions throughout your reading, right, when certain energies come up, and I get the chance to ask questions. So the readings are very comprehensive, right, and the messages have been beautiful. They went over fantastic. So if that's of interest to you, send me an email. The details are in the description below. My email address is tarotloveandabundance@gmail.com. Okay, guys. Wishing you the very best, right? Between now and the end of this month. It looks very bright for you. I hope all of you were able to make this ascension, right, to the top of this mountain by the end of this month and have this beautiful union come together with this fantastic King of Roses, King of Love kind of energy. All right, Gemini, have a great day. Thank you.